Well, let's take a closer look at who was at the demonstration in Ottawa this weekend, why and what it accomplished. Joining us now, Dave Henry, a long-haul trucker and advocate for truckers' concerns. He's based in Manitoba, but tonight he's on the road and joins us from Fargo, North Dakota. And David Guignion is with the Faculty of Information and Media Studies at Western University in London, Ontario. Welcome to both of you. Dave, you said on Trucker News that the vaccine mandate is the straw that broke the camel's back. So give us a sense of the issues that motivated the trucker convoy.
Well, according to all reports we've ever seen, truckers are 90% vaccinated. And having a mandate come in when we already have almost everybody vaccinated, it just seems like another slap in the face. We don't feel like we've been getting listened to. We've been out here for 2 years hauling goods. We've been trying to follow the rules. And this just seemed like too much after two long years of doing stuff.
Yeah, and Dave, give me a sense of some of the challenges you face on a week-by-week basis.
Getting food, being able to access good washrooms, good showers. It's hard to get into truck stops. If we have doctor's appointments, then some doctors and different places are not liking us to come in and refusing treatment, things like that. So there's a lot of, Trudeau said at the beginning that we are an essential service, but we weren't treated as an essential service. And it's been pretty tough to deal with, and everybody's just tired.
David, you've looked very closely at the demonstration in Ottawa this weekend. How would you describe what you saw?
Well, very much like Dave said, it is a demonstration of, I think, anger and pain that people are experiencing. Now, that is also riddled throughout. There are many various harmful images that we've been seeing, violent images, including swastikas, including other violent imagery that, while we might say that this is only a minority within a broader movement, the very fact that these images are even there without them being called out, without them being challenged, is concerning, and it raises some questions as to how much of this is motivated by what is legitimate trucker pain, and how much of it is motivated by perhaps a political agenda, perhaps a religious one, because that is certainly something we've been hearing a lot of in Ottawa today and yesterday.
Dave, as I mentioned, you're in your truck in Fargo. You're not in Ottawa. Why didn't you join the convoy?
Well, for the very reason that at the beginning, this was not organized by a trucker, and this was organized by people that made it very clear that they wanted to overthrow the government. And that's ridiculous in our day and age, especially in a democracy. We're not talking about living in a place where we're under autocratic rule, and if we don't like the elected officials, we vote them out. And this movement has been hijacked by people that are not truckers. And as David said, there's some very disturbing images from some places by the Parliament buildings. Where the truckers are is a much different scenario. It seems, I've talked to friends there, and they describe it like a big block party. And none of the truckers, none of them are on board with swastikas and hate speech of any kind.
David, I know you study, among other things, misinformation. What about the link between that and some of the rhetoric coming out of Ottawa this weekend?
Well, part of this is motivated by one particular bit of misinformation, and that is that Omicron, the newest variant of COVID-19, is less deadly than the previous ones. And people conclude from that, then therefore we should be looking to opening up. But, of course, that doesn't seem to be reflected in the data, where 150, 160 Canadians are dying each day. And so in the face of this, no matter what the grievances are that people have toward the government, we all have to keep our eye on our real enemy, and that is COVID-19, and how we can begin to undo or to combat misinformation that is contributing to our turning our anger away from COVID onto other places.
Dave, we have about a minute left, and I want to give the last word to you as a trucker who wasn't part of the rally, but probably speak for a lot of truckers across the country. What message would you like to leave with the people who are watching now?
This is not organized and directed by truckers. Most of us are out here trying to haul freight, trying to keep the customers happy, trying to keep food on the shelves. This does not reflect well on us, and we are not part of that. We are out here working and still trying to do the work. And I'm thankful for all my brothers and sisters that are in trucking, that are continuing to do their jobs. And let's not get distracted by things that have nothing to do with us doing our jobs.
David, thank you very much for speaking with me this evening.
Thank you.